laughing like you be. Let's just postpone this because I had a belly full of good food and I ain't gonna be able to stay up for the show. But I'm glad that you were able to get enough rest and relaxation after that wonderful meal.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we're able to make it in time for our conversation. So
Yes.
let's go ahead and dive right in because I'm excited.
Exactly.
We kind of chopped it up earlier, not like recently, just earlier about what we wanted to talk about. And when you hit me, I was like, you know what? I dig that. Like, I like that because that really resonates with kind of what I'm going through now. So I'm glad Spirit put this topic on your heart because I really felt like it needs to be talked about. So let's just go ahead and dive right in.
Yes.
So if it's your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm Ashley Anye, an intuitive alchemist and energy reader. And I'm just here to help y'all heal. And we're healing with humor because laughter is the best medicine. Talk to him, B.
I'm B. I'm also Magoon. So you may hear that interchangeably. I am I am a building block for how spirit wants to use me. That literally just came in too. So I get all kind of messages in all kind of ways. But we are here to help you heal. We're here to bring you joy and laughter to your day, to your night, whenever you're watching this. And we hope that we are feeding your spirit, your soul, your mind, and it will trickle down to your body so that you can have a pleasant experience, but also an experience that is literally life changing for the better.
I like how you said that. That was very smooth operator. So yeah, like my bestie said, all that, shorty, all that. And I believe I said this several times, waiting for Magoon to hop on, that tonight we will be discussing forgiveness and using the pain of betrayal as a catalyst for growth. So not only are we going to be talking about forgiveness, but we're going to talk about how you guys can basically transmute pain and turn it into power, turning your pain into your purpose. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for this episode. So
yes.
Shall we just dive right in?
Yes.
Bestie? Should I just... Okay, so
yes.
Y'all know I have I ain't want to miss a damn thing. So I wrote my notes, so I will be looking off to the side here and there. But yeah, I don't want to miss anything. So when you think about the word betrayal is a heavy word. It feels like a gut punch because it's always unexpected. Usually when you're betrayed, it's usually unexpected. Otherwise, it wouldn't be so much of a betrayal because you saw it coming. So it's usually something that is unexpected, out of left field, and it takes you by surprise. And it's basically an unrelenting avalanche. It's like on top of it being painful, you basically have to sever ties with, or either choose to forget that person or completely just break the tie with them. Mm-hmm. And that even hurts, especially if it's someone who's in your family or it's someone that you're romantically involved with. So not only does the pain of betrayal hurt, but having to basically cut them out of your life, that pain is just as hard and harsh and hurtful as being betrayed. So that needs to be taken into consideration. And it never stops erupting. It always erupts in your soul until you find the power to heal that. And once you heal that, every day gets better. And like I said, the reason why it's so detrimental is because it usually comes from someone who is close to you, someone in your family, a romantic partner, a trusted source, someone who you once loved, honored, and valued. And after they betray you, it literally makes you question everything. sometimes you even question the current friendships and relationships in your life because you're thinking if they could betray you, anybody could betray you. Has XYZ lied to me about something? Maybe so-and-so is not who they say they are. Like, after you've been betrayed, it really makes you question every relationship in your life. So it kind of like puts you into an awkward, uncomfortable position. But all of this is done strategically, and this is done to help you on your path, to help you find your purpose. So, and here's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't have to define you. It doesn't have to be the end all be all. In fact, it can be the beginning of something more powerful. Forgiveness.
Exactly.
Forgiveness is powerful. Forgiveness, there's so much power in the word forgiveness. And people underestimate how powerful it is to forgive someone. Because a lot of people think that when you forgive someone, it means that you forget or condone what happened. And that's not necessarily true. It's about releasing the chains of resentment and choosing peace over pain, choosing peace over conflict. And basically, it's reclaiming your power, getting your power back, and getting you back to a space where things are normal for you. Because like I said, after you've been betrayed, you really feel like you have to question every interaction, wondering if anyone's been genuine with you. Like, it will literally have you like going crazy, like thinking, damn, well, if this person betrayed me who I trusted, anybody could betray me. So
yeah,
we're gonna go through a couple of steps to helping you guys transform betrayal into growth so that you guys can forgive. Okay? And we hope that these steps can help somebody out there. Each one teach one, reach one. Okay? Because even if you feel like you just can't get over the act of being betrayed, you still have to do something with that energy, because energy that just sits and lies dormant is slowly deteriorating you inside. So you have to transmute it and do something with that energy. So why not use it for your purpose? Why not turn that pain into power and use that towards your purpose? So here are a few steps to help transform your pain into purpose. So first and foremost is to acknowledge your feelings, which may seem simple. It may seem easy, but that's hard. That's hard to acknowledge how you feel, and it's hard to sometimes face your emotions head on. Don't suppress them. Like I said, it's so easy to say, you know what, that person betrayed me, it's cool, whatever, F them, I'm all for them, I'm on to the next one. It's easy to say that, but like I said, the pain, the remembrance, the event, all of that suffering still lies dormant within you. So it's important, it's imperative for you guys to acknowledge that pain, to face it head on, and to talk your way through it. Talk your way through it, but as you're talking your way through it, you're slowly releasing the pain, level by level, because there's levels to this shit.
Yep.
And it's about bringing, right? Yeah, but pain is there's levels to pain. So you have to face it in steps. You don't just dive right in. So acknowledge your feelings, not suppressing them. Let yourself feel the hurt, feel the anger, and feel the sadness. Because if you're someone like me who was once not in tune with their emotions, like I'm saying, like I was not in tune with my emotions at all. Like I didn't cry at funerals. I didn't connect to my emotional side until later on in life, once I truly understood myself and honored myself and honored my emotions, I would suppress everything and just say, okay, I don't care about that. That's like whatever, that's fine or whatever. And then years later, things will eat away at me. And that could be just the Sagittarius in me, Aquarius moon, Scorpio rising. That could be my Aquarius moon, being very detached from my emotions. But over time, that does eat away at you. And over time, things did eat away at me. I'm talking like years later, I would get upset over something that happened like 2 years ago. Yeah. Because I would just suppress it.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're sharing that, because a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to deal with that. And I'll push it to the back of my head. And I've recently had conversations with people, and I've let them know, like, when you have to think of, I know many of us have worked in either a grocery store or a restaurant. So I know you know what FIFO is. First in, first out, right? But if you put something that was supposed to come out soon in the back of your mind, what you're doing is like you're placing thoughts and other things in front of it, right? And so when you clear that out, you clear those things and you facing it, and that's the only thing that's left, it's gonna come out. No matter when. Like you said, things that happened 2 years ago, you would get mad at it because it's like now your mental space, your spiritual space was like, okay, now it's time for you to deal with that. And I'm sure like you went through the emotions then, even 2 years later, but there are some people who even still will push it back and put something else in front of it instead of dealing with it. And as you stated, it's going to eat away at you, now nobody else, because you're the one that's pushing it back for yourself. And I can't remember where I said this, but I said this recently. So if I'm saying it again on this platform, it's meant for somebody. But it's almost as if you're placing an outdated can of food in the back, and you're going to put new food in front of it. And the more and the more and the more you keep pushing that can back there, it doesn't mean that that can does not exist because you keep putting new cans in front of it. What's going to happen is, I know where the thought came from now. But what happens is that you have dark entities that will say, oh, this person enjoys this type of spoiledness in their life. So what we're going to do is we're going to create another situation for this person to get another spoiled can. And if you don't learn that lesson, that's the reason why you keep going in this cycle of why I keep going through this with people. Why I keep going through this with people? Because you never dealt with it in the first place. And so these entities are like, okay, well, they obviously love it. So let's give them some more spoiled cans. Outdated Rob, she needs you. Outdated Jessica, he needs you. And it's just like, right. It's just like, why we keep going through this? And it's because you're not dealing with it. And most of the times you're recreating the problem. It's not that the problem is actually manifesting, but you get the context clues, and you just like, oh, this person's doing what that last person did, and here you go, you create the situation and you create the problem because you haven't dealt with it.
That's very, very true. I'm gonna build off of what you said, because that's why we're gonna always sound like broken records talking about, oh, you have to know yourself so you can heal yourself, get a birth chart reading, yada, yada, yada. But it's so true. Like, the more you know about yourself, the more you can help yourself and help heal yourself. And that's why I said for so long, I just would ask myself, damn, why am I so detached from my emotions? Why don't sad movies move me? Why don't I get emotional at funerals? Why can't I connect with my emotions? And the more I understood what it meant to be an Aquarius moon, just Aquarians in general are usually detached from emotions. Usually, not all of them, but they're usually detached from emotions. And so when that's your moon sign, you're detached from emotions. And so just understanding that, like the astrological background as to why I needed to be more in tune, which is why God gave me a daughter that has a Cancer moon. God gave me a best friend that's a Cancer sun. God gave me another brother that is a Cancer moon. So I can get in touch with my emotions and learn how to be okay with expressing them. Because it's not so much that we don't want to express them.
Exactly.
It's that we're not in tune with them. So when you have people around you that are in tune with their emotions, guess what that does? Ding, 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 ding. It helps you check into your emotions. So I just want to put that out there for those of you that are on the fence trying to figure out, should I, get a chart reading to understand myself? Yes, you should, because it does a world of difference. When you help yourself, you help the world. So,
and I do want to say, and I want to share this. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart as well. So as a Cancer, not being able to share emotion I questioned that. I said, what's wrong with me? Like when I was a kid, I dealt with these things, but there was a period in my life where I could not feel emotions unless it was like painstakingly. And it's like I had no choice but to show. But and I even question myself. I'm like, I have all these people in my family dying, but I'm not showing emotions. And I was close to them. What's going on? However, in hindsight now, I'm noticing or recognizing that a piece of me wanted me to observe the energies that was around me, wanted to observe like what was happening in those spaces. So now that I'm on this side of my life, it's like now you can tell everybody what you can see, right? What to feel, how to feel. And because now as I've gotten older, I've realized that my Cancer side has gotten a little stronger. And I'm sitting watching a movie and I'm like, why am I crying at this movie? Like, I'm quite like, why? You ain't used to cry. Man up, man. And they just come in and I'm just like, that was so beautiful. Like, wow, like this person really just won $1 million and now they can buy their house and now they can get their kids off. It's like that. But then as soon as it's done, I get up and I'm like, okay, that was good.
Right back to normal.
Right back to normal. So right, don't be picking at me.
It's true. Like I always told myself, thank God for my Scorpio rising because that Sagittarius sun and Aquarius moon, like you would think I give no at all, but that Scorpio rising, it humbles me because it's water. Scorpio water sign. So and then, like I said, just being around people that are close to me that have water in their chart, that also helps me to get into my emotions. But Brian is not lying. If he's lying, he's flying. Like once you have your spiritual awakening and you are in tune with yourself and your emotions, you'll start feeling like everything, not all at once, but it's kind of like it sneaks up on you. You're like, damn, why am I like feeling bad? Why am I like connecting with this person when I'm not even going through what they're going through, but I'm actually putting myself in their shoes and I'm feeling their pain? Like it's almost an out of body experience. Would you say, B?
Exactly.
Like, you're feeling these feelings, but once you start to feel them, they become natural and then they become a part of you.
Right.
So,
and if you're an empath, I was just going to say, and if you are an empath, you have to learn what's yours and what's somebody else's.
Right. That is what I have to differentiate because sometimes I will feel someone else's emotions and I'll have to like pull a card on their energy. And if the card says that they got something going on and I'm good or vice versa, then I have to either check myself or check on them. So you were right about that because when you're an empath, you feel everything. So you are so right about that. All right, so let's keep it pushing. So I believe I left off on not suppressing your emotions, letting yourself feel the hurt, the anger, the sadness, writing things down, talking to a trusted source, making sure that you express everything and not letting anything, not leaving anything to fester and grow. Reflecting on things, reflecting and learning. Ask yourself, what can you learn from this experience? What can you do different so that when it presents itself again, if it presents itself again in a different body, then you can have a different response. Because doing the same thing over and over again is expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. So you have to do something different to get something different, and nothing changes if nothing changes.
Exactly.
And also, you have to ask yourself, what did this situation teach you about trust? Do you trust too fast? Do you trust without security? Are you trusting the right people? These situations happen so that better things can happen and so that you can de-up on your boundaries. Everything
Exactly.
happens for a reason. And you have to remember, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, to protect your energy and to help you put them boundaries in place. And finally, finding your purpose. Channel these experiences into something meaningful, whether it's starting a new project, helping others, or simply committing to a new way of thinking and finding a way to use your pain as personal growth. Like I said, everything happens for us, not to us. And so maybe that had to happen to you so that you could be directed into the path that you needed to be in, whether it's helping others getting through these type of situations and scenarios, or whether it was getting away from that situation so that you could be put on another path. You just never know why things happen, but they happen for you. And once that energy is released, once you release everything, you make room for new blessings to come into your life, because new things cannot come where old energy resides. And I had to find that out the hard way. If you are still harboring old energy, old feelings, resentment, pain, anger, anguish, blessings cannot come where you have a wall up, because all of that is just a wall. You're angry, you're agitated, you're aggressive. That blocks out anything that's high vibrational, positive, prosperity. That blocks that, because the two can't coexist. It's like good and it's evil. So you have to remember that even though you're hurt, it doesn't mean you have to stay hurt. My mother always said, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be sad. Just don't stay in that energy. Because if you stay in that energy, you may block your blessings. Because something new is not going to feel comfortable residing in the midst of confusion and chaos. So make sure you check it. It's okay to feel these things. Of course, you're going to feel angry, upset when someone close to you betrays you, but you can't stay in that energy. Do not stay in that energy. So that was all I had. I just want you guys to always remember that taking your pain and turning it into a purpose, you can do this, and you are stronger than you know. Thank God you don't look like what you've been through, and everything that is happening to you is happening for you. It's happening for you to get you on that right path. So that was all I had.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add, like, so like Ashley said earlier, like everywhere I went, his spirit kept yelling in my ear, forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And so that let me know that a lot of people need to forgive, to let go of some things. When you get a chance, if you get a chance, which I hope you do, so I'm going to say when again. When you get the chance, please look up the correlation between cancer and unforgiveness. That's a real thing. Because when you harbor it, just like that can example that I gave earlier, you're harboring negative energy. And if our bodies are made up of energy and you're harboring negative energy, it's going to manifest itself into your body, into something physical. And so there are a lot of people who have had and passed away from cancer diagnosis simply because they did not want to forgive people. So
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people try to negate these things, but I'm trying to tell you, these things are real. Especially if you're on this platform, you already know. I'm sorry. Shout out to Big Frida. You already know. So, but okay, but like, but all in all seriousness, you have to you have to let it go. You have to let it go, because and especially in this time. So I'm getting so much right now that's coming in. So remember at the beginning of the year, even I think I started last year, maybe it was the beginning of the year. But either way, I said this is a year for the underdog, right? And the underdog has got to
Mm-hmm.
come up. It's time for the underdog to take their place. You can't
Mm-hmm.
take your place if you're holding on to something back here,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to let it go so you can go up. It's almost like spirit is blessing you with the helium presence, and you steady floating up, but your hand or your foot is keeping you grounded. It's keeping you weighted down because you refuse to let things go. And
Right.
of course, there's some people that will say, let it go and forget it. And then there's some that say, let it go, but I mean, it's okay to forget it, right? As long as it doesn't affect you when you do remember it. Because if it affects you still when you remember it, that means you haven't truly let it go. But when you let it go, baby, that was in my past. I am a new creature. I am a new being. I'm in a new space and new era. That was my previous book, right? This is the prequel, right? Where you get to
Mm-hmm.
see me being the victor and not the victim. And
That's
so
right.
when you get into that space, you recognize that, okay, well, this person did that to me, and that this person did that to me. Now I know what to recognize, and I can move on with my life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the other thing that's coming into my mind is, I don't know how many of you had a chance to go to the Mary J. Blige concert, the breakthrough era, right? If you had a chance to go to that concert, she said a lot. Even if you listen to that album, she says a lot about letting go, about forgiveness, about moving on, about pressing on. And it still reverts and reminds me of one of the truest people on this planet, Erica Badu, honey. She has had this song out for years that says "Bag Lady." You know, carrying all those bags like that is going to hurt your back, right? Because you're carrying on all this load when you don't have to. And I know we've all seen those Happy New Year memes. I love the one with the lady on it, because it's like, last year I had these bags, but this year I'm walking into my new year. She has on pumps, a dress, and a little mini purse, right? Little pocketbook with the small strap, right? It's like, because I don't need this anymore. This is a new year. This is a
Mm-hmm.
new era. So whenever you decide to celebrate your new year, you can say, you know what, I'm gonna start celebrating my new year, and I'm gonna start speaking more positive affirmations. And starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start releasing things that I've been holding on to for years. If that's how you decide you want to start your new year, let that be your new year. The thing is, you have to let it go. You can no longer continue to hold it on, because it's beating you up, right? And okay, and I'm gonna go ahead to the cards. So I already pre-pulled the cards. I have not looked at any single card. I have not. So I pre-pulled these cards, and I said I am not going to look at them until we get to this portion. And I pulled it for every sign, and I've already pulled your clarification cards too, or how to heal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So for Aries, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Fool. Oh, and let me describe these things. These are things. Although I pulled them from for the 12 signs, these for the 12 signs, if I call your sign, that means that the person that you are dealing with these issues right now, and you can help them heal, right? These are the
Okay,
things,
you know, man.
okay? So for Aries, your person right now is dealing with wanting a new cup, but also let me show you the cards. I love these cards, by the way. This is my new deck. You have a new relationship, or not new relationship, but you want something new, right? But at the same time, that person is refusing to let go and let spirit. This is the Fool card, but this is the Fool card in reverse. This person is refusing to let spirit have spirit's way, right? And when you're fighting something new that's coming into your life, what you're essentially telling spirit is that no, I like my old way of living. I like living in a low place. And spirit is like, no, it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to come up. And what does it pertain to? Rubelite is the card that came out, and it says passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So this person is working on purposeful work right now. The thing that they're struggling with has something to do with their overall purpose in life. So help your person, no matter who that person is in your life, find their purpose. That's how you can help them, is to kind of throw ideas at them, right? Hey, what have you thought about? Have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about doing that? Ironically, I had a friend that's a Aries, and he actually had a very similar message for himself. And so, if it applies to you, Aries, no, or any other sign that I call, just know that that is something that you have to work on. Is finding your purpose, letting spirit take you to your new purpose, because the cup is already here. The newness is already there, but the person is refusing to let go. Taurus, what do we have here? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse is like you're letting your guard down. This person has let their guard down. Honestly, I'm really picking up that these are cards for the actual sign. I know what I asked
Well,
spirit.
yeah, Taurus, it's hard to get a Taurus to do something unless they want to do it.
Right. And then with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's like the person is refusing to work with other people, but yet they let their guard down. That's letting their guard down. It's almost, it's that energy of, I'm going to do it by myself, but they're missing pieces, right? They're not really accepting help, and because they're not accepting help, if you're working over here, you can't see what's going on behind you. So anything, any situation, anybody can come and attack you at any moment. That's why when you're working on a project, it is best to have a team that you can work with, that you can trust, right? Even with this platform, Ashley and I had a very extensive conversation. Bestie, what you think? Should we do this or not? Like I can't. I mean, there's other people that we could do this with, right? But I'm really, we got this thing. We know each other. We've been right here for lifetimes, right? We've had that conversation. So it's like we know what we're getting into. Um, ironically, the person, the reason why this person is so guarded, well, not really guarded but not guarded, right? And not working with other people is because they're in their fields. They need to forgive some things because the healing card says, let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feeling is sending you important messages and guidance. And it says this person needs to get around some clear quartz. So if they're not feeling, that means they have blocked themselves. Gemini, we're here. We have the Five of Swords, meaning that this person has a lot on their mind. They're trying to make a decision. Should I stay? Should I go? That's what I'm hearing. I'm literally hearing I think it was Maya. It's like, should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Like that's what I'm hearing. But at the same time, it's like this person. Oh, and let me show you the cards. I forgot this is show and tell. This is the Five of Swords. This person, yeah. And I know this person is like, should I stay? Should I go? That's why I said these cards may be for the people. I know what I asked, but it may be for the sign. But at the same time, this person is like recycling the Ten of Wands. It's almost like you seen the cartoon where the cartoon character is like running from somebody, but yet they running in circles to the point where they running so fast away from the person that they run into the person. This is that type of energy. It's like I'm running so fast to get away from these wands that I'm actually running into the wands. And this card came out upside down, which means that this person really, really, really needs to hone on this energy. And it is the smoky quartz. Shout out to the quartz family. Clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. So this person, basically, how you can help this person is get them some smoky quartz. It can be a ring, it can be a necklace. I know, just something that this person will be attracted to, that they were like, oh, I decided to wear my smoky quartz today, or and now some people have fashioned the stones into things. So like maybe if it's something that this person likes, but they have to clear out this negative energy, because once they clear out the negative energy, they will know how to move, right? That's what we talked about tonight. If you learn how to forgive people, right, you'll be able to move forward. You stunt your own growth by not being able to move the way you're supposed to. Cancer, 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 Cancer. We have the Three of Wands here and the Eight of Cups. So it's like the person is waiting for something, right? They're waiting for something to come in so that they can make a move, so that they can go towards it. It's almost like I'm looking, and if you look at it, make sure I got it right. Yeah. If you see this card, it's like you looking like, is it safe to go? Can I go? And then it's like, I can go. Yeah. So yeah. And it's just like, is it safe to go? Yes, I can go. And then it says the way to go is appetite. And it says progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you have learned. So when that person, or when you decide that your road, it doesn't matter if you decide to go or not, you taking a baby step is taking a step. You taking a giant step is still taking a step towards where you're supposed to go. Spirit also asked me to get Cancer to, or for me to pull a moon card for Cancer. And it says full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension. So whatever tension is happening right now, you just got to breathe through it. And I can honestly say that yes, because I've had some moments. Soraya know what it is. Ashley know what it's been, and I've had to just breathe through it. So, okay, again, like like I've been saying, and like Soraya kind of mentioned, these cards are has to be for the sign. So now, Leo, this is your card. Leo, you have the moon card here. Something is being revealed, and then you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Because something has been revealed, or it will be revealed if it hasn't yet, you're not going to make a you're not going to make a choice. Let me put it this way. It's like the choice, you had one choice to make, you had two decisions to make, but it's like you're like the choice is going to be made for you. And how you get through this season is through Dolomite. Stay strong in your faith. And without reading the rest of the card, I'm going to say what this is saying is that although it looks like it may be a rocky situation, although it may look like it's everything is not working in your favor, like Ashley kept saying earlier, it it's not being done to you, it's being done for you, right? So you have to use your faith during this time to walk through it. The rest of the card reads, a positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So you have to keep a positive mindset during these times. That's how your faith is going to carry you through. Hold on, don't get me, y'all. Virgo.
What?
Virgo. We're in Virgo season. Excuse me, Virgos. It charge it to my head, not my heart. So Virgos, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. So that lets me know that it's something. Let me get a clarification card before I say that. I want to get. Oh, okay. Yep. That was the star card that just came out in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So that lets me know, Virgos, that you are kind of missing out on your blessings because you're not moving. Chariot is a movement card. There's some actions that you're all supposed to be taking. And because you're not moving, you're in this, I'm watching the world go past me by. That's the vibe that I'm getting. You're watching the world pass you by. You're like, when is it my turn? My dreams has not come yet. My blessings, it seems like I have a hole in my wallet. It's that type of energy. And it's because you're supposed to be moving. What's that thing that you're holding on to that you're supposed to let go? What type of forgiveness do you have to do with somebody to let go? And you have the Larimar stone, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So as you're letting go, be gentle and kind to yourself. Because I do know that some Virgos that I know tend to say, oh, well, I don't want to do this because of this person. I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to say this because that might rub that person the wrong way. But Spirit is saying, By you not doing that, by you not taking those movements and those actions, what you're doing is you're slowing up the drip from you. You're taking your own lifeline away from you. And spirit doesn't want that for you. So you have to make a decision. It's one of those life or death decisions. Is it going to be you or is it going to be them? I'm hearing cut the cord, cut the ties. I'm literally hearing this right now. Libra, for whatever reason, y'all got two kind of healing cards. So let's see what that's all about. So Libra, what I'm getting is that you have an Ace of Cup coming. Uh-oh. These are relationships, right? But if you have a cup coming and then you have Five of Cups energy, it means that you're coming into this season of new relationship, basically renewed relationship is also what I'm hearing. Renewed and new relationship, which means that if you're still holding on to things from your previous relationships, clear that up, right? You want to go ahead and clear that up so that it does not tamper with and tanker with your new relationship. And you have soda light here. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like minded people. And so, and I said relationships, I didn't say what type. So these could be friendship relationships as well. So don't think it's just when I say relationships, I'm talking about, you know, a love and marriage and the baby carriage marriage, right? I'm talking about all types of relationships. So even if this is with family members, I'm also hearing new family members, meaning these are new people in your family that you have never met before. It's almost like give them a chance. Don't write them off, right? Don't write them off on the tax bracket. And I'm just charity. No, embrace them. See what they're about. And let me show you the soda light card here. And I hope you can see these. I'm trying my best. Um, and then the next one is gold, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So some of you have been saying, is God really answering my prayers? Spirit is like, yeah, I'm answering your prayers. I have to show you something beautiful because you've been in this space of darkness for so long that you forgot what beauty is. You forgot what true relationship is. And I need to show that to you again. Scorpio, we have the Empress in reverse, and we have the Eight of Wands. So it's like you have a message coming in. It's like right now you're in this energy, right? You're not manifesting anything. You're not taking care of yourself, right? You just here, you just like, I'm a queen, I know it. And people are looking at you like, why does that queen have on uh why she has runs in her stockings? Why does she have on turnover shoes? Why is she wearing gold clothes? And it's like you've given up hope and joy. It's like you waiting on this message to come, and it's coming, right? But what I'm hearing is that you have to prepare for it. When a queen, when somebody, I'm hearing, I'm getting the picture of a coronation ball, right? At the coronation ball, no matter who's the winner, everybody dresses the part. Everybody dresses the part. I may be the next queen. I may be the next king, right? And it's like nobody dresses and expect to lose, right? That's what I'm getting. You got to dress the part. So some of you, it's sort of like that saying fake it till you make it, right? And some of you are like, I'm not gonna fake it until I make it. And it's like, what? And why would you fake it when you have made it? When you have made it, you have arrived. There's no need for you to fake anything, right? And it's like because you're in that energy, you're not really taking care of yourself, right? You're not really doing the things. You're not preparing yourself for what's to come. And since this is talking about forgiveness, what about it? Who did what to you in the past that you started beating yourself up? Because if this is self forgiveness, forgive yourself. It's okay that you went through that, right? It's okay that you may not have dotted every I and crossed every T. That is fine. Nobody is looking for perfection. They want to look for healing. And by you refusing to heal, you're not allowing yourself to grow. Your stone is the Moldavite. Unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. So, again, who told you that you weren't enough? Right? Make it in your mind that you are enough. And you take all your imperfections, you take all your scars, and you go in there and you hold your head proud and you dress the part, right? You dress that part. Um, okay. Sagittarius.
Say what? Say huh?
Sagittarius. So we have the Ace of Swords here in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. So for me, for this deck, for the Ace of Swords in reverse, it is like there is a message that's coming in. You have some insight that's coming in that you refuse to see. It's like you see the truth, but you refuse it. Like, I don't want to see that. And it's the to go back to using cancer. It's as if the doctor comes in and gives somebody a cancer diagnosis, right? And I'm not talking about faith and it's like, oh no, 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 no. I know, I can be healed of this thing, right? I'm not talking about that. It's the diagnosis of the doctor saying, ma'am, sir, you have cancer. And instead of you using your faith to say, but I can beat this thing, that this thing don't have me, then I'm going to overcome. It's like, mm-mm. The doctor says I have cancer, but I don't believe the doctor. I don't believe what I see. And because of that, you're not really in your faith mode, right? And this cancer is starting to eat you up, right? And you're not taking your medication. You're not going through chemo or anything, but this cancer is still eating you up. And your faith is still not kicking in because you're not in the energy of the doctor said I have cancer, but this cancer don't have me. I got it. And it and in a few months they're gonna tell me I'm cancer free. It's not that type of fight. It's almost like, no, I just refuse it. It's like that passiveness. That's what I'm getting. And then the Two of Swords is in reverse because you know what action you're supposed to take, but you're refusing to take it. It's like, you're not supposed to receive that phone call. I'm sorry. Because literally this just dropped in my head. You're not supposed to take that phone call from prisoner X, Y, and Z, but you take it anyway. Ashley know what I'm talking about. Spirit is saying, why are you taking these phone calls? You know you're not supposed to be taking these phone calls, but you're taking these phone calls. That's literally what dropped. Like, I promise you, I had a whole nother analogy, but that just dropped in my head. And then they said, Moonstone is what you need at this time. Moonstone.
Where I get it from?
I don't know, but you need to get some Moonstone, Sagittarius. And it says heightened intuition. It says be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Because you refusing this knowledge right here, this insight, that don't show me that you trust in your intuition. It's like, I want to see another sign. I want to see another sign. And Spirit is like, the signs are all there. Turn around and go back.
Yeah.
Yep. Capricorn, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, but you have 10 of Cups. What I'm hearing out of this Four of Wands in reverse, Capricorns, is that you don't have to always celebrate with people. You don't have to always have a crowd with you to celebrate. You don't have to have another person to celebrate, because you can get 10 of Cups by yourself, baby. You see that ladybug right there? Luck, pure luck, pure blessings. You can do it by yourself. That's what I'm getting. Is you don't have to have a lot of people with you. You got it by yourself. And it says aqua aura is the way, what you need to surround yourself with is the way to heal, because it says healthy communication in relationships, heart to heart discussions, and clear assertive communication can help you understand and be understood. So, sometimes even with the other people, if they don't understand you, like I said, don't hold yourself back because the crowd isn't with you. But what this is saying is that if you clear, not if, but when you clear your communication style, you can get what you want. You can have those people to help celebrate you, but you don't have to. But I know that you want to, because who doesn't want to be celebrated? Right? Who doesn't want to be celebrated? And what I'm getting here is that the way to celebrate is by opening up your conversation channel. I'm hearing don't always text people, make a phone call. I wanted to get a clarifying card. Six of Pentacles is here. In order to receive, you have to give, right? If you want clear understanding, give clear understanding. Just because it makes sense to you, run it by somebody else to see if they also understand it. That's the type of energy, right? Because we have 10 of Wands here. 10 of Wands. It's like you've gotten to the end. Like you got two tens here. You have the 10 of Cups, meaning you're coming into your happiness. You are coming into your happiness because you're stopping all the battling. And what I'm hearing is that your battle is a communication battle. And all relationships go through a tough and a tassel because of communication. I just want to point that out. So these people are not here to celebrate you because it's been a tassel, but you have a brighter day coming. So don't fret. You have the Sun card here. Don't fret because you do have a brighter day coming. Aquarius. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm getting is that you're trying to take some things from people that you're not meant to. Stop trying to receive blessings from dry wells. Stop trying to get water from dry wells is what I'm getting. That's the energy that I'm getting. Because what it's doing is it's making you make you become bitter, and you're getting, what's the word? Resentful. That's the word I'm looking for. You're getting resentful of these people, and Spirit is like, you don't have to, because if you learn to let go, you would start to see that you're gonna stop this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it means you're giving them what they're giving you. Um, it's that boundary card type of energy. I started laughing because literally what I heard was uh, give them their own shit. The hell that they're putting you through, give it back to them, right? If someone comes to you nice, nasty, give them that same energy, mirror it, right? Because otherwise, it's the energy of people taking advantage of you, and they are just like, oh well, they didn't say anything to me, so I guess they can handle it, And it's like it's that I'm getting uppity too. It's like like somebody who's uppity that's looking down at you, and it's like, why does this person keep looking down on me, right? And it's giving me that same energy of um hold on, Scorpio. When you start dressing the part, when you start fixing yourself up and say, no, today I'm not gonna look a mess. Like I normally just throw something on my head and walk out the door. No, today I'm gonna comb my hair out. I'm gonna primp. I'm gonna put on my makeup. Sorry, fellas, I'm using women, but hey, I'm in my feminine energy. Yeah. So, but anyway, it's that thing of I'm gonna doll myself up, whether I feel like it or not. And when these people see me and they try to give me their little stones and pebbles, hmm, I don't need your stones. I don't need your pebbles. I got it. I got my own. I've been taking care of myself for all this time. Why would I need you? It's that type of energy that you have to give. What stone do you have? Sugar light.
Sugar light.
Own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Kid you not. Did I not just say this? Did I not just say this? Like, you have to give it to them, people. That's the way to defeat them. If somebody's trying to give you mud and porridge and stuff, no, baby, you will not treat me like I'm the scum of the earth. You're going to give me 5-star quality, whether you think I deserve it or not. That's what you get. Last but not least, Pisces. What do we have here? We have the Hermit. And we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So that lets me know that you've been waiting, but you're irritated because what you've been waiting for has not come through yet. And it's like I just heard you can't fool spirit. So it's like you're telling everybody, oh, I'm waiting patiently. I'm waiting patiently for my blessing. I'm waiting patiently. And so everybody on the outside is thinking that you're waiting patiently. But on the inside, you're like, hurry it up, hurry it up. I need this to happen right now. And spirit's like, you can't fool me. I see you. Like that's the energy it is. It's like you can't fool me. I see that you're trying to rush it. And whatever the thing is, whatever the reason as to why you are rushing it, let it go, because that's what's causing the unforgiveness for you. And especially if something was supposed to happen through somebody else, you're building up a resistance to this person or to this thing or to this job. And because you're developing a resistance, when the blessing does get here, you're not going to be in the energy to fully receive it. You're going to be in that energy like, finally, thank you, it's here. And you're not going to appreciate it the way you're supposed to. And I love this card. I absolutely love this. I have loved this card ever since I got this deck. But your stone is the rhodochrosite, and it says, "Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover." So again, and I like it because of the angel that's on the card. I can't lie. Come on, look at that black African angel. Come on. Um, it is. And so while you're waiting on the outside patiently, give that same grace to your mind. Give that same grace to your mind. Because again, I can see it, I can hear it now. You're saying, I'm overthinking. You are overthinking. You are overthinking. Stop overthinking. And that's why there's such a rush, because you feeling like things will be perfect once X, Y, and Z happen. And so you're trying to rush the experience. And Spirit is saying, don't rush the experience. Take it for what it is. So I have gone through all 12 signs. Take it how you need to. If you're a cross watcher, if you don't know what that is, that means that if you have signs, um, um, other in if you have different placements of the different signs somewhere else on your chart, and it stood out to you, that means it was for you as well. Um, but definitely take this so you will know how to curve, tame, release, and let go of the unforgiveness that's in your heart.
And you know what? You just given us that information. That's also, as I stated earlier, a part of healing. Because the more information that you attain, the more you know what you can pinpoint and what you need to work on. But you have to have the information to know how to use it and apply it. So everybody who was Lord, I almost said cross-dressing. Everyone who was cross-watching, cross-watching and or watching for yourself, you're still able, after we post this, you're still able to go back, rewatch, send it to a friend, send it to whomever you need to, but more importantly, watching for yourself, for your own growth, because growth starts with knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more information you have, you can apply it to where you need to apply it to. As I said on almost every video that we've recorded thus far, you heal yourself, you heal the world.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with self. So you need to get as much information as possible about yourself so that you can work on yourself, so that you're good for someone else. You can't heal anyone else until you heal yourself. So thank you for doing that amazing reading.
Yes.
You are wildly genius with the cards. Oh my God. Wildly genius.
Thank you.
Like the way you just look at the rest. Like the cards, literally the cards come out and I feel like they always apply to every person watching. I don't know about anyone else, but every time you do a personal reading or an all sign reading, I feel like I always resonate with Sagittarius. Always. Like it always like resonates with me. So I just want to put that out there because it always resonates with me. So thank you. And we're going to post this, guys, later, so you'll be able to watch and rewatch. We're not going to have the timestamps, but you're able to fast forward and get to this part if you guys just want to go straight to the card section. But we hope that this information was helpful to you guys. And I know we said we were going to take someone that may have had a question about anything. So we're going to now open the floor up for anyone that wants more clarity or clarification about something. It doesn't have to be anything specific. You can just drop it in the comments on what you need clarity on, and Magoon is going to pull some cards for you. So we'll take one person. Any brave soul out there? We had a brave soul last week, and we had a brave soul the week before last week. So do we have any brave souls tonight that need clarity or clarification on anything, drop it in the comments now, so that Magoon can do a reading for you. Sorry, I have Soul here. She's a night owl just like me, so she's on me. She said I'm talking too loud, so she said I want to.
Don't want to say the dark. Say.
Right, you are never in the dark. Everyone who watches us knows who you are.
Okay.
You're never in the dark. Your situation's in the dark, but everyone who watches us knows that you're a regular.
Not even her situation, because she knew. You know. She's laughing, right?
She's a regular.
She is a regular.
Well, if we don't have any brave souls tonight, we'll conclude this episode. And again, we hope that this information was helpful to you guys. How to forgive, transforming your pain into purpose, and using betrayal as a catalyst for your growth.
Exactly.
Using it to help guide you onto your soul's purpose. So if we don't have anybody that wants to share their life story with us, we're going to conclude tonight's episode. So we thank you guys for coming on for our 29th episode of Cards and Conversations, where every episode unfolds a deck of intriguing discussions. In case you guys didn't catch the first part of tonight's show, we do this every Tuesday night, 11:11 Eastern Standard Time on this channel. We save all of our lives so you guys are able to go back and watch all 29 episodes on this channel.
Yes.
Okay, we have recorded 29 episodes and we are still trucking. So thank you guys for rocking with 29 episodes in. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We value you, and we will see you guys next week, same time, same place, Cards and Conversations, where every episode unfolds a deck of intriguing discussion. We'll see you next week, guys.
Yes.
Peace.
And one thing real quick.
Oh.
For whoever this applies to, if you're in an Erica Kane situation, let it go. Let her go. Because that's the other thing. I kept hearing Erica Kane. I had to listen to it. And I was like, why did, like, all day long, that song was in my head. So if you're in an Erica Kane situation, go look that song up on YouTube. If you're in that situation, you have to let it go. You have to forgive that person and let it go. But yes, good night.
That means it for me. Okay. All right, guys. See you next week. Love y'all. Peace. All right, guys. See you next week. Love y'all.
Bye.